Hey YouTube, Plano Man here, and it's the 5th of January. It's been a while since I've made a video. Wanted to make this video as a follow-up. First of all, I hope everyone's doing well. I'm making this video before 20-degree weather gets here to Dallas. It's supposed to be a cold front coming in, so I certainly won't be wearing short sleeves when that happens later tonight. But I wanted to follow up on a video. You may or may not know, I bought a 2024 Toyota Tacoma Premium Edition off-road. I was one of the first in Dallas that I know of to take delivery. I took delivery February 16th of 2024. And so coming up on just finished 10 months, I guess, of owning the vehicle. I have about 8,800 miles on it. And I know that there were a lot of videos going on at that time because the Ranger was new, the Tacoma was new. They had redesigned it. There was a lot of back and forth over the cost, number one. Number two, going to the 2.4 liter turbo from the V6. I mean, everyone and their brother was saying how Toyota had messed up, it wasn't going to sell, it was too expensive. And I can't remember which video it is, but I predicted it would be the class leader still. And remember, it takes, they retooled both factories in Mexico to get this thing going. And they didn't have all the models to include the hybrid models out until the summer, really. And so you didn't really see the full effect of all the sales and having plenty on the lots to choose from. I just happened to get the one I wanted, a fully loaded Premium Plus silver off-road model. And so I bought it. And it was expensive and people were saying you're crazy. And I know that there have been a couple folks have issues with them. I know the wiring harness for the active shutters was a problem when I got my truck. I've never had the problem, knock on wood. In fact, I was on my app the other day and they have a fix for it. I guess it was the gasket that seals the connection. So when I hit the 10,000 mile service, I'll just have them check that wiring harness and see if it needs to be replaced or not. There was something else I had to go in for. I can't remember what it was. I haven't had the transmission problem at all. Trust me, every time I take off from a stop, I'm a little paranoid about it. But overall, have had no problems with the truck. So coming up on what 8,800 miles, like I said, almost 9,000. But I did want to just kind of, and I'll put this in the stream of the video so you can actually see the sales. But I have the full year truck sales. And remember, they didn't get up to speed full, neither did Ranger. You know, I distinctly remember the Ranger videos coming out, the Raptor. It was the best thing since sliced bread, and it's a nice truck, you know. Probably not for me. I don't need a race truck. I don't need to buy premium fuel for every tank, so on and so forth. But just want to go over the sales. You know, we finished up the year. They just released the sales data. And like I predicted, and it really is no surprise, and for those of you that thought Tacoma wouldn't lead the way, you don't understand brand loyalty. Tacoma finished with 192,813 units sold. Still short of 2023, which you would expect. Like I mentioned, they didn't have all the models on the lots. And when you look at just Q4, which was the last 3 months of the year, they sold 66,000 Tacomas, which actually beat the year of 23, which you don't really know. Did people stop buying Tacomas in 23, waiting on the 24? Probably. And so, but that is, I mean, the next closest one to them was GM combined, which is the Colorado and the Canyon, and they sold 38,000. So Tacoma sold 66,000 trucks in the fourth quarter, the last 3 months, and GM sold 38,000. Big difference. Speaking of GM combined, they came in second at 136,000. So again, that's two models. That's the Canyon and the Canyon and the Colorado. The Colorado was actually number 3. It's a good looking truck. They really did a nice job with it. It sold 98,000 for the year. Coming in third place was the Nissan Frontier at 68,000. And then the Ford Ranger, which was, the best thing since sliced bread, going to take over everything. And it had a good year. And remember, it wasn't available for a long time either. And early on, all the way maybe even up to half the year, they were having big adjustments on them, big additions to the cost. And so I don't know how hard they were to find. Still don't know how hard they are to find. Haven't looked for one. But they sold 46,205. Ridgeline coming in right behind them at 45. The Gladiator at 42. And then the GMC Canyon at 38. So robust sales across, probably a little bit down from the year before. But man, that Tacoma came on strong in that last quarter. There was nothing even close to it where they sold 66,000 trucks. Toyota of Plano is my nearest dealer, the one I go to for service and all the stuff. They have a ton on the lot. They have a lot of Tacomas on the lot. In fact, I keep starting to look for the 4Runner, which is going to be built on that same platform, but I haven't seen any yet. So overall, just wanted to follow up. Again, the Tacoma, again, from my perspective, I expected it to be the #1 seller by far, and it is the #1 seller by far. 192,800 is the number. The next closest one is GMC combined. But if you just look at a single model, the next closest one is the Colorado at 98. So pretty much almost 95,000 more trucks sold than the next closest competitor. And remember, they didn't have them all on the lots for the whole year. This new year, 25, will probably be a better indicator of how the new Tacoma is going to do. So overall, just wanted to follow up with everyone, put that update out there. Hope everyone's doing well. I wish everyone health. At my age, you start thinking about health a lot, and you start wishing health, good health on people, and of course prosperity. Hopefully everyone has a great 2025, and looking forward to the college football playoffs coming up. Not surprised by the 4 teams in it. No matter how you slice it or dice it, it seems like the blue bloods always rise, and it looks like we have some very well established teams going into the Final Four coming up Thursday and Friday. And I just want to say, hook 'em horns. They're my only team left. I root for Alabama, which crapped the bed this year. Texas A&M, where I have a child attending, and I also have another child attending the University of Texas at Austin. So they're the only ones left in it, so I have to say, hook 'em horns. Take care, everyone. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.